I interviewed him twice. Ben Carson. Arguably the greatest neurosurgeon in this country. And some of you think you know the Ben Carson story. And why do I say that? Or you think you know the Ben Carson story. You read the book Praying Hands. You may have seen the PBS special. Ben Carson. Well, I know the Ben Carson story. My mind goes back. There I am outside of Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore running around the track because I know I'm getting ready to go interview this gentleman, this spiritual brother, this paragon. Why do I say you think you know the Ben Carson story? See, I got the full bloom of the Ben Carson story. What you don't know is that Ben Carson had just been in surgery for more than 4 hours. And what you don't know, he's coming out of surgery, disposing of his scrubs into the bin. And what you don't know, one of his attending nurses meets him halfway out in the waiting area, interrupts him and says, Dr. Carson, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't interrupt you. That was a delicate procedure, it was pretty lengthy, and you got to be bone tired. But there's a family in your office, there's a couple in your office, they're from Germany, and all they're looking for is someone that can guide them, someone that can direct, someone that they can consult with. They want a certain procedure performed. And he replies, don't worry about me. I'll get a bottle of water. I'll be okay. Please continue. And she says, well, they have children. To be more specific, Dr. Carson, they have 2 daughters, they're Siamese twins. And to be even more specific, they're connected at the base of the brain. And they're looking for anybody that can perform this procedure. All they want their daughters to lead a normal life. Dr. Carson says, well, where are the girls? She says, they're in your office also. He says, do you have the x-rays? She said, yes. He said, let me see them. He takes the x-rays, throws it up on the screen, cuts a light switch on, and then Omaha, he begins to wash his hands, tells his nurse, go ahead, get them ready. We'll do this right now. Remember what the man said, the price of leadership is always loneliness? His own staff at Johns Hopkins told Carson, don't touch those girls, leave them alone. You're going to kill one, and the other one won't have a life worth living. And the mother is back in Carson's office, making the biggest decision of her life. Which of her 2 daughters she's going to allow to live? Carson held that woman's hand and said, sweetheart, both of them are going to live. Let us pray. He prays before every procedure. I don't care if Ben Carson gives you 2 aspirin and says, see me in the morning. Damn it, he's going to pray first. That procedure took 22 hours. Some of us can't even sleep for 22 hours, let alone perform brain surgery. 22 hours. He led a team of 70 medical specialists. So what did he tell me? A nobody. Please, Dr. Carson, give me that answer to greatness. I'm begging you. He said to me, think big, think bold, think stretch, think global, think quantum leap. But Lord have mercy, think. Think. What are the words, the pictures, the images going through the mind of the successful individual? They think about growth. They think about development. They think about yield. They think about productivity. They think about going somewhere in life. They think about the 2 words, I can. What are the words, pictures, and images going through the mind of the unsuccessful person? They think about lack, and they think about scarcity, and they think about, oh, woe is me, and they think about, you could never do that. And my next door neighbor tried that and blew up in his face, and they think about the 2 words, I can't. You're a mental being, you're a spiritual being. All you got to do is switch the data on the diskettes.